And again, to formally say welcome to you who are here. As I have looked around the body, I have determined that there is a quorum and that we can proceed with this meeting. At this time, the first thing I'd like to do is to, at this point, read a letter to you from Helena Lee, one of our members. And it says, "Dear Chairman Lacey and partnership members, to begin, I would like to congratulate the partnership for developing a statewide strategic plan to address substance abuse and having it endorsed by the governor. This has been a dream of mine, and I am pleased to have been a part of that body that helped to develop it. I would also like to thank the partnership for allowing me to remain a member following my retirement. However, I feel that it's time for me to move on to other things. I'm resigning from the partnership in order to be more actively involved in other projects. I would like to have the freedom to take a more public stand on issues that I would not feel comfortable doing as an appointee of the governor. So I wish the partnership continued success in implementing the strategic plan that will make West Virginia a safer, healthier place to live. Sincerely, Helena Lee." And Helena has been a very valuable member of this partnership from its very inception, and we will certainly miss her. Do we have a motion to accept the resignation of member Helena Lee from the West Virginia Partnership?
So moved.
Sue Haig has moved that. Is there a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All right, if not, all those in favor will indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Thank you very much.
Mike?
Yes.
Can I make a request?
Yes.
Could we just send her a little thank you card about all the time she's devoted to
Sure.
the partnership?
All right. Okay, good. Yes, we can do that. And Sue has suggested that we send her, as the partnership, a card expressing our appreciation to her for the time and interest and devotion that she's given to this partnership from day one. And that's an excellent idea. And I would ask the staff if they could address that and over the next several days, and we can get that card to her. Very good. We've had 2 proxy authorizations that were, I think, in the purse, being well kept, that I've received. Letitia Whitlatch has named Terry, and we've seen Terry, and she's introduced herself to us. And Linda Pauley is designating Joe Deegan as her proxy. Joe, are you here? All right. We will proceed. The legislative update. And at this time, Jamie, if you'll come forward, please, for this presentation.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. On the right side of your packet is a draft bill. At the top says draft number 3. And that is a draft bill that was reported out of the Joint Standing Committee on the Judiciary during the interim session this week, and the bill has gone to legislative bill drafting. We were notified or informed in the middle of this last week that a bill had been drafted by a subcommittee C of Judiciary, and when the bill was provided to us, Chairman Lacey asked if we could have a meeting with the staff, legal counsel who drafted the bill, and we called and made arrangements to do that. Met with him and suggested changes. Basically, he was not aware of the bill that was submitted last year, Senate Bill 495, and he asked about that, and we informed him there was a bill, and told him what the bill number was. And essentially what he did was redrafted the bill and got it back to us. We suggested some changes based on conversation, communication, and things that have happened, talking with members and others. And those were essentially removing a reference in there to the Substance Abuse Prevention Treatment Block Grant. That we felt was counterproductive and didn't need to be in the bill. And that was our recommendation, at least. And the gist of the bill is to put the partnership, or keep the partnership in a position where it's basically advising the governor and the legislature regarding substance abuse matters, and it's also viewed as a planning organization which considers the entire continuum, which is a little different from last year, because I think last year the focus was more on prevention, intervention, and recovery, which in language, and so they inserted the word treatment in there, and that's at the suggestion of treatment providers that you have informed us they want to be part of this. And at this point, the bill is in legislative bill drafting. There was also a carryover bill, which was the bill that first came out of the interims last year. And that bill is has been referred to House Committee on Government Organization, and that but that bill's just it's just a carryover bill that was reintroduced, and we've informed staff there that there's another bill. This bill was also introduced, so I'm certain what's going to happen there. That's what we know at this point. Revenue bills are a different matter, and we haven't seen any, but we've heard that there's going to be a bill introduced that would put I've heard that there may be a bill introduced that would place a tax on beer. Haven't seen a bill like that. I don't know if that's actually going to occur, and we don't know if it occurs, what kind of support it would get. But if we get something, we have to get it out to the partnership to see what you feel about it. And again, this bill has not been in. It'll probably be a week and a half to 2 weeks before this bill is actually introduced, and it would at that time be given a bill numbers both in the House and Senate, and then referred to committees. Question, yes?
Do you know, is that bill going to be introduced or on a beer tax or anything of that nature as a source of revenue funding for treatment, recovery, et cetera?
No, I don't know that. I just heard that, I got this secondhand from a person who had talked to a staff person at the legislature, so that's not reliable. I'm just telling you, there was a rumor, but I think Delegate Perdue, who's addressed this body previously, it seems to indicate that he strongly supports some sort of revenue. He had an op-ed piece in the Huntington paper not too long ago talking about the need to do something. So I'd be surprised if there weren't something. It's just that whether it has legs, I don't know. I think if there's a possibility that there'd be some kind of revenue enhancement like that, you'll have folks coming out of the woodwork wanting to get that money. We heard earlier during the year, a couple months ago, that the County Commissioners Association was proposing a beer tax to provide revenue to offset their county regional jail fees. So I think you'll see more of that if it looks like there's something developing. Yes, ma'am.
Jamie, can you speak to, just for myself and the group, can you speak to if the bill should pass as it's written currently? Speak to how that would unravel, how that would play itself out with regard to the body, this body, and just kind of how that would work. Because I'm a little unclear about how that, what's planned or what's anticipated with regard to the bill as it's written currently.
I think I'll take a stab at that, and the chairman may want to weigh in on it. But I think what it does essentially is it takes an entity that's created in executive order and just simply puts it in code. I don't think it expands the role or the nature of the body. There would be now the membership representation is not the same as what's in the executive order. Of course, what's in our bylaws isn't the same as what's in the executive order. Over time, that membership has expanded.